All right, now this is kind of wild. Give me the correct pronunciation of this one, Barbara King.
Sure, it is Astilbe. My father's favorite flower shop joke. He would always say, "I will still be here for you always."
I will still be here for you always. I'll never forget it. I like that. I love that alliteration. Now, well, does this get confused? Sometimes people might think this is lavender when they first glance at it.
Well, it is so fluffy and dense, and these are quite unusual. Now, Astilbe, typically you will find them in reds, whites, and pink. This is a true lavender purple.
Wow.
Very, very dense with flowers. This big poofy plume adds such a rare, unique look to your garden. This one also will pair well with the hostas that we just sold, because guess what, Rick? Usually you think of something this floriferous in the sun. This is full to part shade as well.
Wow.
So imagine that look with those leaves, the bright leaves of the hosta, with these plumes floating above. This also has this lacy foliage that's fern-like that I just love. And this has a real pretty light fragrance too. But sometimes the Astilbes are real spindly. I'm like, oh, that just wasn't worth it. These are big, fat, juicy plumes that have hundreds of florets on them.
Good. You've been working on your descriptive words. Big, fat, juicy blooms come along with it. This is literally the big, fat, juicy root that you're getting, or the bulb, if you will, and the guide. I love that you're giving the guide as well, kind of giving me step by step, so a dirt dude like myself could figure this out, know how to plant it, know where to put it in the ground. I love another one that can work with the hostas and does not need sun, and more sun. So these have never been seen before as well. So this is an amazing story, like brand new. We're getting late in the season and still brand new coming in, which is really remarkable. You're going to get these when it's time to plant them, wherever you are. We don't even give you the map anymore. It's like we know if you live in Minnesota, here's when you're going to get a chip. If you live in California, here's when you're going to get a chip. So it's just fantastic. This next shot that we have coming up, wow. Again, once again, how big does one of them get? This is Astilbe.
They're going to get 24 to 36 inches tall and about 18 to 20 inches wide. I do love these planted in mass. I just think having a alley of these, or a wavy, curvy patch of them, just adds so much interest. When the wind blows, they look magical. Also an incredible cut flower, and you can dry these beautifully too. They do look great in containers. Just make sure you get a container that's at least 20 inches. But as delicious as I describe them, deer and bunny don't find them that tasty. But butterflies are going to love forming around these.
And next year, the butterflies will still be coming back next year, and it's still be coming back the next year. Guess what? You're absolutely right, though, about what you said about the driveway and the walkway and things around the house, because people are betting more than one set right now. So it's never been seen before. So here we go. I love the part shade. I get it. I know when that becomes this guy. Comes back every year. What is the bloom life of the Astilbe, of the purple, like, what's that season life?
Yeah, they're going to bloom from midsummer to late summer. So it's a nice long bloom time. It's such a beautiful texture too. Sometimes we ignore texture. This has texture, a very rare color that's very hard to find. It also has fragrance, and it's just a really fun thing to plant in those shady areas that really need some interest. That's going to give it some height. These plumes float above. I love the wind blows. I wish I had a regular Astilbe to show you next to this, because I know I'm being a little descriptive, but when you see those little spindly ones, yuck. These big, fat, dense ones they look like they're on steroids. They're incredible. The color is incredible. This is such an unusual look, but we always bring you plants that are super easy to grow. And they've been winners for us in my store, and I love bringing something that's a success.
But how great is that for somebody who's watching right now? And these are going very quickly, by the way. Last call for the season of 2022. Brand new today. That now we started this months and months ago. Like in February, I think we had our first show, right? Might have even been earlier than that. And now still bringing brand new, and still having a lot of our viewers right now saying, I've never seen that before. I don't know what an Astilbe is. And if I have seen and know that it'll still be next year, I've never seen it in this color. So I've never seen it in this lavender kind of story. So what are you looking for? Same old with your garden? Or are you looking for unique? Or are you looking for curb appeal? Or are you looking for that spot in that shady area, more shady area of your home or your garden, where this will just come alive midsummer to late fall, so going into that long extended kind of colorful area in your season, and can work with your hostas that you just picked up from Barbara. They're just great. I love it. So here they are. If you want, you mentioned that if you're going to put these in a pot, in a container, like, you better have a nice sized container, because these are going to grow, right?
Yeah, like a 20-inch container diameter. But these look just so pretty up on your patio. So many times in shady areas, it's just hard to get color and interest. And that's what we love, unusual color, interest, but also texture and movement, because these just blow in the wind beautifully, yet the stems are really strong, super dense in the flower count.
I love it.
Foliage just accents it beautifully. The foliage is this lacy fern-like foliage where the flowers just look like they're dancing above that foliage. This is an incredible plant, and it does pair really nicely with the incredible hostas. That color combination, I'm going to grab one here just to show you that blue-green of a hosta with that lavender poofy plume, feather-like plumes. And let me put this one down here. I mean, your shady areas are going to be wildly interesting and really different than anything that you're going to find at every other nursery. And you certainly won't see these in most yards.
You got it. Hey, for $26, by the way, right? $2,000 to go around for the season. They're brand new, $2,000. So it's amazing what you really get for $26.
Yeah.
Like, you break this up, like what you get for like under $9, like the amount of beauty year after year after year you get for $9 times 3, because it's the fluffy Astilbe, and they'll be here for you when it's time to send to you. So stay in the line if you're on the line. You can call the number 800-355-1515. Lock this in. Never ever been seen before. Item number M80347. All right, more to come with Barbara in the big show. Barbara, tell me about the Barbara King warranty that comes along with this.
Absolutely. There's no risk when you order any plant from me, because your complete satisfaction is my top priority. All of my perennials are guaranteed for 1 full year. So if for any reason you are not completely satisfied, please contact me at barbaraking@gardsalive.com. We'll give you an exchange or a replacement, whatever you prefer. Or sometimes people just want advice, which you can find on .com. When you type in my name, I have videos of what to do when you get your bare roots home and how to plant them and care for them.
All right, now coming up with Barbara in a little bit, my favorite